Hey, my royal roses. Welcome into our Pisces Aries cusp energy and placement love reading. I thank you guys as always for being on this side of the channel. Y'all know it means a lot to me, and I really do hope that these messages serve you well whenever they're divinely meant to. Okay? All right, we're going to keep going with our vibe for this round of love readings. I'm just going to see what's the love energy around you. Romance just slipped out. Thank you, Divine Universe. And then we'll get to where you are in all of that energy, Pisces, Aries, and clarify that, okay? But let's just see what's going on around you when it comes to love and romance. You got romance. Thank you, Divine. Clear my energy. Warm embrace. Somebody wants to hold you. They want to kiss you. They want to romance you. Yeah, somebody, I just heard fiend, period. Somebody could be fiending for you, Pisces, Aries. Yes, period. Looking for that happily ever after. I just heard happy ending. Well, all right. Mind my business on that one. But yeah, somebody definitely wants to hang out with you or spend some time with you. Or whenever they do spend time with you, they feel that feeling of happily ever after. Okay, but what are these toxic behaviors? Falling in love, making a move. Somebody could be thinking about making a romantic move towards you. Someone could also feel like it's fated for y'all to be together. Yeah, happy ending, definitely, with that lover's lane, happily ever after. Like, somebody's in a deep fantasy kind of an energy when it comes to you. What's the tough conversation and this toxic behavior of falling in love? Exciting news. Oh, somebody maybe got caught up here. I love you. I feel like the exciting news is somebody might be done with some sort of toxic behavioral pattern. Yeah, somebody's free from it. Thank you, Divine, for clarifying that. Somebody's free from some sort of toxic behavioral pattern. They are falling in love with you. They do love you. They might be having tough conversations with people they were just hanging out and being toxic with. So somebody could be ready to have their happily ever after, ready to... Thank you for that correction, Spirit. Somebody's ready to invest in their happily ever after. They could always have it, but they weren't investing in it. So I would definitely maybe be on the lookout. I don't know. I just heard you might get that hey girl text. Okay, hopefully not, because that's always corny. But here's what I'll say, because some of y'all, this is going to be energetically, and I have experienced this several times. Okay, child. Sometimes, depending on the situation, depending on the person, whatever might be going on, whoever might be connected to this person might try to show up or astral project to you, like pop up in your dreams. Like, if you're aware of who these people are and or they're aware of you, you might not even be aware, but you'll feel the energy that they're tied in or connected to this person. Don't be surprised if that happens, okay? That's just, unfortunately, a part of it. When you are tapped in spiritually, people are going to try to access you, okay? And I'm hearing taunting. Like, somebody might be trying to taunt you about somebody in your dreams, and it's like, child, so stupid. It's just kind of dumb, but okay. Yeah, acts of service. Like, somebody really wants to be in a new chapter with you, boo. That's just facts. And somebody not happy about that. Somebody that this person was hanging out with or being toxic with or had some sort of toxic connection to could have thought that they were going to be the happily ever after. Yeah. These friends with benefits. That's, yeah, so somebody might be setting somebody might be setting boundaries with these. I'm hearing little one-offs. Yikes. Okay, so somebody could have definitely been deep in a bachelor and or bachelorette lifestyle. Definitely not committed to anybody, but just kind of like, I just hear taking what comes and, just, enjoying the spoils of whatever energy they've conjured up, or, whatever energy they conjured up. So yeah, this could be somebody who has a very like powerful energy, and or I think the kids are calling it aura these days. This could be somebody who has strong aura. Okay. So people are attracted to them, people are around them, and they just kind of dilly and dally with those that come to them. Okay. But I think they're having tough conversations with these people because somebody, again, is dreaming and fantasizing. I can't make it up. Okay, Puppers has joined the reading, so he might get a little rowdy. But I can't make it up. Somebody is dreaming about marrying you. Or they know they want to marry you. Now, this is where that also kind of gets a little crazy, because I almost feel like this could be somebody kind of, how could I say that, rubbing it in somebody's face. Like, I'm gonna marry Pisces Aries and da-da-da-da. And it's like pissing these hangout friends with benefits off. And so I don't know if somebody's aware that that's what's happening. I don't think they care, but they should. Because unfortunately with the watch out, that could put you in danger, right? Depending on how crazy and how psychotic these people are. So again, these crazy ex energies, God forbid they actually manifest and show up. But I do feel like it's a potential in the energy. Okay. I just heard fake profile, child. So some of these hangout friends with benefits people around this person could have fake profiles. They could be watching you. They could be tuning into you. They are very aware of who you are. You might not be fully aware of who they are. Okay. But whoever this person is that's connected to you and them, I would hope, okay, that they would understand that mouthing off about that puts a target on your back, or kind of like puts you in a situation to have to deal with energy that you should not have to deal with at all. Okay, because somebody want to be petty. Okay, this is a petty one. Falling in love and I love you. And I can't. Ooh, I love it. Thank you for the confirmation, Divine. Thank you. I cannot make it up. Somebody might even be aware that they put you in harm's way by mouthing off about you and their plans with you, or, whatever, and da-da-da-da. People like to do that. I don't know why. It is what it is. But like, somebody might have got you caught up in their petty games with their little hangout friends with benefits, posse, roundup, whatever roster they got, okay? And yeah, there definitely maybe needs to be an apology, because something went too far here, or something might go too far. Depending on the level of, again, cray-cray that these hangout friends with benefits people are at. So somebody definitely wants to apologize for maybe making you a third party when that's not ever your vibe, I feel. I just heard it's not your vibe. Like, that's not even, I don't even think you were really aware of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, so just be mindful if there's some sort of suspicious activity, you getting a whole bunch of random likes or just like little comments, or again, some of y'all, this might even be astral. They might pop up in your dreams. Just know that this is what it is, okay? This is what it is. Somebody's having tough conversations and cutting people off, and there are people who are not happy about being cut off, and that's fine, and that's natural, and that's normal, right? But it's to the point where it's toxic, the toxic behaviors. So let me say this. If this person was used to being in that toxic cycle with these people, they might actually find out the extent of that toxicity. I just saw a white butterfly. So I don't think you have anything to worry about here, Pisces, Aries. Like, you're safe, you're guarded, you're protected. But you need to be mindful of what's going on, okay? You need to be mindful of what's going on and why that's happening. Because I think somebody is getting a taste of their own medicine. So like, they might have been this kind of way over people, and now someone or multiple people or multiple someones are that way over them. And now they have to kind of deal with their own energy in that way. But it was wrong for them to get you involved, or it was wrong for them to kind of allow you to be a target for these third parties. Because that should be a no-no. You know what I mean? If you want to be in that toxic lifestyle, you want to be in the hangouts and the friends with benefits and have the posse and the roster, keep that away from Pisces, Aries. Because I don't think you're in that vibe. Okay? So it's almost like as a way to make these third parties jealous, again, being toxic, trying to manipulate them and throw it in their face that, oh, you're not Pisces, Aries, and meow, 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 meow. That's like the wrong fucking way to do anything. But it's getting your energy wrapped up in it, and that's not fair, and that's not right, okay? Okay. All right. So that's the energy surrounding you, my love. Let's see where you're at, because that definitely did not feel like your energy or your vibe. Now, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Okay, if you're stepping away from third parties and coming out of friends with benefits situations, okay, take that message. Don't get whoever you want to go towards involved in that energy. Okay, keep them out of it. Handle your business. Okay. Oof, this deck is so big. Goodness gracious. Okay, show me where Pisces Aries is here then, Divine. Period. I know what I be picking up on. Patience. Exactly. You're not making a move. You're not doing nothing. You're not entertaining any of this. Even if you're aware of it, it's like, okay, handle what you need to handle, but don't bring that over here. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. Right? Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it's worth the wait. I think you maybe made this person wait here, Pisces, Aries. Hi, Papa. Hi, Boogie Beanos. Papa's joining. You might be dealing with a Taurus or a Leo. Because my puppers is a Taurus sun and a Leo moon. Yeah, you are. His tail started wagging. He's like, yes, I am. Yes, I am, boo-boo. Okay, I gotta focus, Papa. I can't pick you up right now. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. I know. I gotta finish. I gotta focus, baby. Acts of service, okay? Yeah, you're waiting on this person to show you. They might talk a good game. This is a talker. So you could be dealing with an air sign, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's somebody who like to yap a little bit. Too much, kind of. Like they don't... I'm getting this example. You know how sometimes people be like, I'm gonna go get my big brother to beat you up, or my big sister gonna come, da-da-da, like getting involved because they want to talk big. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. But this person has maybe yet to show you anything. I can't make it up. Maybe all they have shown you is this kind of toxic behavior. So you are going to allow them to work through that energy, okay? Handle what they need to handle and show up the way that they need to show up as a safe place for you, right? Because those toxic behaviors is not safe. Like I said, somebody's toxic tendency to either, you know, talk about you to make somebody else mad and throws you in someone else's faces is coming back to bite them. And unfortunately, and again, saw the white butterfly, so you're safe and protected, but it would not hurt to continue to do any sort of energy or spiritual protection practices that you have. You can always get your aura cleansing and protection spray on my website, okay? All right, a little shameless plug there, but you have to know that this person is a safe place for you first and foremost before you do anything with them, and they know that. Yeah, before you harvest any sort of energy, any sort of connection, before y'all can move forward in any way. And maybe I'm talking to a cross-watcher here for Pisces Aries energy, but you got to handle that toxic energy first. Don't bring Pisces Aries in that mess. You know what I'm thinking about? I just saw that scene in ATL where Lord London and T.I. were at the house party, and T.I.'s ex was like, I know this ain't the girl that got you tripping on me. And she was like, who you calling a trick, bitch? And they went like back and forth. And Nuno was like, you need to control your groupies. That's exactly what I'm sensing here. Somebody needs to control their groupies. control that situation because they're overstepping a boundary, an energetic boundary, a spiritual boundary for some of y'all when it comes to you, okay? Take a ride and explore new scenery or each other's inner thoughts. The price of love, like I said, are you willing to make an investment when it comes to love? I felt like somebody was at that point. They're ready to invest in their happily ever after. And their happily ever after, they feel, is with you. But they got to work on being a safe place for you to land so that y'all can actually get to your 10 of Pentacles. The Harvest card is my 10 of Pentacles in this deck. Yeah, you planted the seed that the universe gave you due to your patience, so your impatient energy, and your growth, Pisces, Aries. You are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? In order for y'all to enjoy the fruits of investing in this love with one another, they got to come out of that toxic energy. I just heard self-control. This person could be quick to anger or easily provoked, okay? I can't make it up. Power couple. That's what you're patiently waiting on, period. Okay? And money and finances. Acts of service. Okay, Pisces, Aries. Somebody's like, look, you got to put your money where your mouth is. Oh. That could be the basis of these friends with benefits connections. This could be somebody who was used to paying their way through connections and in relationships, or they I just heard that so loud. They bankroll their friends with benefits and their people. They give them a little this and they take care of that. They buy them that. They spend money on them. And that's their act of service. Maybe somebody thought that if they spent money on you like that you would fall in line into whatever that was. But you were like, not with that toxic energy. Right? Period. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm not getting into a partnership until you clear out that toxic energy. But you can't be a power couple with somebody who's still who doesn't know how to manage their money and their finances, or who does not know when they're being used or not, or doesn't mind being used. Like, that's going to be a problem. How can you build wealth if you're constantly giving it away? Not that you got to hoard it, but you have to invest. I can't make it up. Price of love. You have to invest it properly. Love is an energy, just like money is an energy. If you're investing your money in people and places and things that do not love you, do not care for you, do not have that heart chakra open, right? Love is also a multiplier. So if there's no love in the situation, nothing's multiplying. Nothing would grow. Even if it's steady, slow, monumental, kind of moment by moment, little baby step growth, that's still growth. Okay? We're not talking about a beanstalk overnight. But if there's movement and there's growth and there's elevation, love is there. It's a multiplier. If it don't multiply, it come back flat every time, or it gets depleted quick, there's no love in that situation. And that's what I think this person might have a little mixed up here. They think that because they bankroll, that people should love them, or that's their way of showing love. And I think you want more than that, Pisces, Aries. And I think this person knows that, but they got to come out of that. I can't make it up. They got to come out of that toxic energy so that you have a safe place and they also have a safe place. And y'all don't got to go through that drama. Like, again, back to the scene in ATL. Homegirl ex already got rejected by Rashad. You understand? Because her mama ain't never home. You understand what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, I know this ain't the one that got you tripping on me. That got you flaking out on me, because you normally come home with me when my mama not home. You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody's behavioral pattern is changing. And other people aren't liking it because they're no longer getting these financial acts of service from this person. Okay? But yeah, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I feel like you kind of set a wall up. I think you put a boundary up here, Pisces, Aries, and good for you if you have. If you haven't, you need to, okay? Because people are only going to push you as far as you let them. And if you tell them, That line is thick and it starts here. There's a wall there. You're not passing go. You're not collecting 200 on that one. I'm not getting into that. No. Okay. Now they got to sit and figure out, what do they want? Are they willing to invest, or are they going to continue these toxic partnerships? Because at the end of the day, who they're bankrolling or whomever they're kind of in that investment with, or whatever that case may be, they're not even the same. Divergent dreams. These aren't people who are like them in that way. Do you see what I'm saying? These are people who just want what that bankroll. They just want to be on the payroll. That's all. And that's not fulfilling. Right. That's not fulfilling. Like I said, somebody could be fantasizing about having that kind of fulfillment with you. What needs to be explored here? Ooh. Friends and family and divergent dreams out again. So I'm going to keep it. Right. Somebody maybe wants you to get to know their friends and family, or wants to introduce you to friends and family. Devotion. It's like somebody's ready to be devoted to you or to someone, and you're kind of on this person's mind as someone who would be worthy of that devotion. But somebody might want to take you to meet their family and friends, and it's kind of like to get approval. And I know that's always weird to say and weird to energy, but you know, if their friends and family are very meaningful and they have a healthy relationship and healthy bond, then yeah, you want to make sure that the people you love and care for and love and care for you also love and care whomever you're bringing into the family, right? But I kind of think that this is still in fantasy mode. This is still being dreamt about, because somebody still has to clean up some sort of drama here, Pisces, Aries. Okay, now hold on. This thing might be all the way to the left. Oh, no, we're good. I'm getting better. Tell me more about patience and power. Exactly. This is you, Pisces, Aries. You're in the Knight of Pentacles. I'm not moving this horse. I'm not planting this pentacle until I know it's safe, until I get the green light from source, from spirit, from my higher self, from the angels, from the ancestors, from my spirit team. I'm not moving. I will patiently wait. Not for this person, no, but for whomever is ready to step into that harvest energy, whomever you feel attracted to, who can provide you that safe place, who can do the acts of service, who shows up. This feels like, again, put your money where your mouth is. And money, not even just in finances, but your time, your energy, your focus, paying attention, that kind of a thing, the price of love. You say you want to be over here, but you're not over here. So what's the truth? I'll wait. That kind of a thing. I'm not rushing into anything. I don't think you need to. I would definitely advise you not to rush into anything right now, especially if it's with this person who's still kind of cleaning up this toxic behavioral pattern. Wait for the one that's ready, Pisces, Aries. Wait for the one that's ready. If they are showing any signs that they are not ready, they still got cleaning up to do, let them go. Let them go do that. You stay open for the one that's going to be ready to invest in you. Period. With strength. Yeah. Yeah, they want me to put that back. Four of Wands. Okay? You wait for the one that's ready to show up with those 2 wands and your 2 wands so y'all can manifest and set the intentions for the harvest that you want to have with one another. Tell me more about acts of service and money and finances. Oh, the Empress, and look who's at the bottom. The Emperor. Okay. Now, this could be a mother figure. Take it as it resonates. Maybe that's why someone wants to introduce you. They could financially support their mother, or maybe this person has children. Okay. Could be the mother of their child, father of their child. Emperors also here. But yeah, put your money where your mouth is. The price of love. Empress energy. The Empress doesn't get off her throne and go chasing after the Emperor. The hell? No. That emperor steps up to the steps up to the plate. Period. There's no vice versa on that. You understand? There's no vice versa on that. Page of Wands. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is petty. This is a little childish. This is somebody who maybe grew up in a toxic household. They saw their mother or their father being toxic with their partners or their lovers. So they kind of like embody that. They think, oh, yelling and shouting and screaming and fussing and fighting is love, kind of a thing. Or they thought that for a very long time. You don't fight for me, then you don't really love me. No, I love myself, and you need to love yourself too. Because when you love yourself and you're with someone who loves yourself, there's nothing to fight for. It's there. We don't got to climb and scratch for it. It's right there. It's tangible automatically. So you got to fight for somebody's love. Now, that's dependent. But I'm talking like, ew, I just heard trying to find my way back. Who is that, Raheem? Is that Raheem Devon? Trying to find my way back to you. I don't know. Who is that? Ooh, that's a jam. Okay, I might have to play that after that. But maybe that's a song. Maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe somebody's trying to find their way back to you, Pisces, Aries. Maybe that's why they need to apologize for the third-party energy. I think somebody in their toxic ways introduced you as a third party when you were not a third party to the situation. Because they were in fantasy about you and they threw the fantasy of you in someone's face, which created a third party dynamic that, again, you did not consent to or you weren't even aware of. So like I said, if it gets weird and random people start showing up and popping up and trying to say little stuff to you and maybe coming in the dreams, just know that that's why. Okay. What's safe place and drama? I can't make it up. Safe place for your heart to land, period. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can't thrive around drama. Okay, clarify the harvest and the fantasy. That's what I mean. Somebody is in fantasy about being with you, and I think they might have used you to piss somebody off. And that's not right. Yeah, I can't make it up. Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords. You might be this Queen of Cups here. By just the mention of you, it gets these third-party, friends with benefits, hangout type vibes in their head. And this person knows that. But what they aren't aware of is that they are, again, they're making you a target to be attacked. When they could just cut it off, not mention you at all, and then just step into the relationship. You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody's adding fuel to the fire unnecessarily and then wondering why they're fighting so much. It's because you keep adding fuel to the fire. But I don't know. Somebody could be getting a little bit of karma because of this, Pisces, Aries. Okay, and that's what you need to know. Yeah, Six of Wands. Right, that's what I'm saying. Egoically, this person gloats about the fantasy of being with you. I don't think they're with you. But it's to piss other people off. Okay? Explore, family, and friends. Can't make it up. The moon and devil energy. Yikes. This person could also have karmic family and karmic friends that they're going to have to step into awareness around. And that might show its face if you do come around here, Pisces, Aries. These acts of service and the money and finance could be with family and friends. I don't think this person is fully aware of all the toxic connections that they have. It's still kind of hidden from them. The shadow in these family and friends might be hidden from them. It could be family and friends that keep them in this kind of toxic behavior or whatever. Like, oh, you know, like they don't correct it or they don't kind of call it out. Oh, y'all always do that. Y'all get back together because that's how they operate in relationships. So they don't see anything wrong with it when it's like, nah. Four of Wands just slipped out here. Exactly. Here's the thing too. If you do come around this person's family and friends, they might be a little fake with the moon and the devil energy. They might smile and, oh, da-da-da-da-da, but behind, they might not be fully in support of this, because I don't know. There's something about the toxic behaviors that these family and friends kind of benefit off of. This is fucked up. I'm so sorry. But it seems like somebody's family and friends benefits off of them self-sabotaging. It's that I get this often sometimes in these love messages, where I think this is a part of the divine masculine energy rising that we've been channeling for a while here, where masculines are going to have to start recognizing how they're being puppeted by the people around them. Some are being manipulated to think that they need certain people, but because of the dynamic, or, you know, whatever their toxic behavior cycle that's being fed by these family and friends, they're sabotaging themselves, which then pushes them to have to depend on their family and friends, which might require money, it might require finances, it might require access to this masculine stuff or things, and that's what the family and friends don't want to have cut off. Because if this masculine energy steps into their full power, they're going to see it for what it is, they're going to cut them off anyway, or change up and switch up as they should, set boundaries as they should. And then the lifestyle, I just heard lifestyles of the rich and the famous. And then the lifestyles that these family and friends were living changes. Now they're going to have to figure out how to support themselves if they were all dependent on this masculine for their livelihood. You know what's so crazy? I saw a reel or a short the other day. Was it a reel or a short? I don't know. It was something like that. And this man who was very well off was talking about how he knew his wife was the one, or like that he married the right woman. She had advised him to not foot the bill for their family dinner. Like, he had a family of like 10, 15 people. They would all go out to dinner. And because he was wealthy, he would always pay. And she picked up on the pattern. She saw what it was. And she said, how about this time you don't pay for everybody? And he was like, what? Like, I always do that. She's like, yeah, but maybe this time let's just let everybody, you know, handle their own checks. Let's just see. Let's give it a shot. Because you do it a lot, whatever the case may be. Sure enough, when he only asked for the check for him and his wife, his family went off on him. They were so pissed. They were mad and and blah, 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 and go. And that he saw, he was like, dang. At all the times that I have paid, y'all can't pay once. So y'all were dependent on me like that. So he had that awakening and that revelation. This might be something that you're going to help this person with, or walk this person through, or maybe you've enlightened this person around that already and they're starting to see that now. Okay? But some of y'all, this person has that kind of dynamic. Okay? Okay, and you got judgment, right? And judgment's going to be called. So the price of love might look like boundaries with the people that they typically don't have boundaries with. Yeah. But I do think your patience is going to pay off here, Pisces, Aries, in this situation. Not necessarily, again, with this person, because you got to let them walk their path. But patience in the sense of, you know what's a healthy connection for you. And you got to trust that. Okay, you got to trust your knowledge of that. The Empress and the Star, that's also you, maybe too. Okay, you know your worth, you know your value. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. Don't allow somebody to rope you up in their drama. Okay, you deserve somebody who's going to be just as devoted as you. Okay, and what's behind devoted is that watch out. Like I said, oh, listen up. I can't make it up. You need to watch out for the soul ties that this person has created with these third-party friends with benefits, hangout, little casual situation Johns that they have. Watch out, because they might be very devoted to keeping this masculine in toxic energy. Okay? Because either some of them want to be the one that he's building a future with, others of them don't want to see them build a future with you if they're aware of who you are. They know that you're going to get the devoted him, the higher vibrational him. And that's not making them happy. It's not making them happy that you're going to get the 10 of Cups. And you know what? Here's the thing, Pisces, Aries. Even if it isn't with him, you're still going to get the 10 of Cups. You're still going to get a devoted partner because it seems like you're emitting that energy. So good on you, okay, for standing in your right vibration, standing in your alignment. Yep. And your angels and ancestors are making sure that you do have a safe place to land, that your heart is well taken care of. And if this masculine is showing that he can't take care of your heart, he will be moved to the side so that someone who can will and does and do. Okay? Period. When I tell you the harvest is my 10 of Pentacles card, I mean it with my soul, okay? That's exactly what I mean. Somebody fantasizes about having this 10 of Pentacles with you, but it is kind of being toted around for the sake of ego a little bit. Okay? So just be mindful of all of this, Pisces, Aries. Again, I really do think you might get some strange communication or contact from somebody. From like a random profile or something. It's one of these side one-off little hangout situation, friends with benefits people. Okay? That's what you need to know for October. Tell me about this Four of Wands. Or again, some of y'all, this person's going to show up in your dreams, and that's how you'll know. Okay? That'll be confirmation of this energy. Five of Cups with the Four of Wands. Like I said, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. You entering this person's life would mean that they would have to see all the toxicity that's around them. And that might put them in the Five of Cups. It might put the family and friends in the Five of Cups. Again, their abundance, their celebration, their lifestyle. Done. Because once this masculine realized that he was truly being manipulated for that reason, yeah, it might piss him off. It should piss him off. Okay? So it seems like this masculine getting married or kind of being in that traditional kind of committed energy is going to disappoint a lot of his friends and family. Even if they don't say that to him, this could even be the people who are pushing him to do that. They really don't want it. You know what this also gives me? This person could be very stubborn or a little hard-headed. They could be that type where like you tell them what to do, they're going to do the opposite. So the family and friends might be like, yeah, settle down, settle down. And they're like, because the family and friends want that so much, they're going to go and get all the little third parties they can gather. You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody knows how to play this masculine against himself. And he's got to wake up to that judgment and the freaking tower. I cannot make it up. Some of y'all, this person lost you already because of the toxic behaviors. They lost you already. And they're now recognizing what got in the way. And it was their commitment to their family and friends. It was their commitment to their family and friends who were not committed to them. They were loyal to family and friends who were not loyal to them. And they're realizing that judgment in the tower. They're realizing that they paid the price by not investing in this with you. Or investing in the family and friends over you. So either way it goes here, Pisces, Aries, this person is learning their lesson. But you got to know that your heart is protected. Ace of Cups with the Temperance, your heart is protected. Your angels and ancestors aren't going to let that heart land somewhere where it is not safe. Period. Dot. End of discussion. Nothing else to be said. It's not going to happen. So if people mysteriously fade out of your life or fall off, know that it was your angels and your ancestors stepping in. They did not pass a test. They did not get the green light. They did not pass go. They will not collect the $200 harvest, the 10 of Pentacles with you. It won't happen. Okay? I think that's maybe even the bigger message that you need to walk away with this from. The divine is not going to let you step into a relationship or a connection that is not safe for you. I don't care how much you like this person. I don't care how attractive they are, fine they are, wealthy are, whatever. It's not going to happen if they cannot provide you with the safety that you need. Okay? So somebody start acting funny, fall off and weird, be like, oh, thank you, ancestors, thank you. Thank you for moving them out the way. Okay, thank you, next. You need to be in that Ariana Grande mode. Thank you, next. Appreciate your time here, but goodbye. Because it's a no. You deserve to be safe here, Pisces, Aries. Especially when maybe from what you've been through, like you're off that timeline. So it can't come in even if it tried. And maybe this is somebody who's still on an old timeline energy trying to come back in. And you just need to be aware of it. So I keep getting funny activity in like, I'm seeing like the activity log on Instagram. So this could be happening. You might be being watched on Instagram by these third parties, stalked on Instagram, whatever the case may be. Somebody wants to make their presence known to you as the third party to this masculine, like, you know, yeah. I just heard deranged. They're a little deranged about it, okay? They could be very sprung off this masculine, again, whatever the case may be, or they're fighting for their resources, child. They don't want that to stop. Yeah, no one understands me like you do. Okay? No one understands me like you do. And I do think that there are dormant parts within this masculine that are ready to awaken, that maybe you only hold the key to, or someone like you. But I don't feel like there's a lot of people like you here, Pisces, Aries, or a lot of people like you that this masculine has access to. Yeah, and they crave you. Okay. All right. So show me what this masculine, what the higher heart of this masculine wants Pisces, Aries to know. What is the higher heart of this masculine want Pisces, Aries to know? Yeah, pictures of you still make me smile, so they could be watching you. Okay? They could be lurking too. That's probably how these third parties, they probably went through their phone or looked in their activity log and was like, oh, who's this? That's how they know who you are. Okay? Or maybe they have pictures of you or posts that you've made in their phone. So yeah, they got people snooping in their business for sure. Thank you, Divine. I'm disappointed in myself for letting you down. Yeah. Yeah. You're this Empress Star energy, and they kind of came at you like you were just the Queen of Wands. Excuse you. Okay. Yeah, and they're disappointed. That could be the Judgment in the Tower. Okay, you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Yeah, because I think whatever sort of toxic connections that they have, they are not going over too well. They're in Judgment and Tower energy right now. I crave you came back out. If you have ever had contact with this masculine, they felt very safe with you. And that was a direct contrast to the drama and the kind of high nervousness that they get around, or high anxiety maybe, that they get around others. These third parties. It's like, oh, this masculine doesn't even understand that the anxiety comes from the third parties. So that could be what influences the toxic behavior too. So I don't know if like drinking, smoking, whatever the case may be. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not here to judge, okay? I'm not here to judge. But it's like that could heighten when they're around these third parties because of the anxiety, because it's unsettled, it's not safe, and their nervous system is trying to tell them that. But they keep numbing the nervous system to ignore those signs and stay around these people. You see what I'm saying? So somebody might have to have a whole nervous system reset, or if y'all do get connected in some way, something about your energy could reset this person's nervous system. Okay? And maybe you need again, a safe place for your nervous system to be too. So I think you've provided that maybe in some way, and they kind of crave that peace that you brought, or that you do bring whenever you're around them, or when they talk to you, or when, I don't feel like it's even if they just see you, their nervous system just kind of calms down. Okay, I can't make it up. You don't realize how perfect you are to me, right? And I don't think this person realizes how that would be hard to realize if they're over here parading around with third parties and friends with benefits types of energies. Okay, because if that's where you are, that seems to be what's perfect for you. So I think this person has a perspective shift coming in. Okay, I'm going through a dark night of, I can't make it up. I'm going through a dark night of the soul and need space. Right, perspective shift. They're going through Judgment in a Tower right now, Pisces, Aries. That's what you need to know. So this person could even be reaching out to you energetically. You could have a dream about this person energetically that kind of clues you into what's really happening with them. Okay. I'm taking time to find myself again. Yeah, they're going to need that. They're going to need to discover who they are outside of these toxic relationships and this kind of karmic family and friendship energies that they have. What about the pictures? I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. Like I said, you gave them something new or something different, and it's in stark contrast to what they're used to or what they're surrounded by right now, which is why they probably throw that whole fantasy of the harvest and throw your energy in these people's faces, which again, they should not do, but they are doing it. As a, like, you don't know how to love me, but Pisces Aries does, because I never felt like this with Pisces Aries, and da-da-da-da with Pisces Aries. It's like they keep bringing you up, and or it could even be vice versa. These third parties, because they are aware of you, keep throwing you in this masculine space. Like, haha, Pisces Aries won't be with you now because look at what you did, and da-da-da-da-da. So it could just be toxic all around. I'm so sorry to have to give that message, and that's unfortunate that somebody's having to go through that, but yeah, hopefully they can make it through. Why the disappointment in the self? I need space. This separation is needed right now. And it came out in reverse. So it tells me that they're disappointed that they couldn't set boundaries with these people. Like, again, I think that this person overestimated their ability to step into that energy. Like they maybe knew it was toxic. Oh, I could cut this off. Oh, I can, I could shut all this down whenever I wanted to. And then they tried and it was way harder than they thought. Or they were in too deep with these energies for it to just be a brush of the hands. You see what I'm saying? So they do need space, though. They need space to figure themselves out here, Pisces, Aries. Okay, so again, I'm not saying patience for this person, but be patient and let the divine orchestrate your power couple dynamic. Because I do think you're meant to be in one. Okay, what about the first thing? What is on their mind first thing in the morning when it comes to Pisces, Aries? Okay, I'm coming in to show you a better version of me. I think what they think about is the version of themselves that they showed you and how that's not an accurate depiction of them, but it is who they were at the time. And maybe they're having a hard time accepting that that is them. It's like somebody's trying to create distance from a version of themselves, but they're not accepting that, no, that was you. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody wants to blame it on the alcohol and it's like, no, that was you. You got to own your choices and decisions. Okay. Somebody has to own their choices and decisions here. What's the craving? Thank you. I can't imagine life without you. Yeah, somebody's craving that harvest. They're craving the 10 of Pentacles. They're craving the happily ever after with you. They're craving a life with you here, Pisces, Aries. Okay, and keep in mind this could be for your Pisces, Aries placements. Remember, your moon, your Mars, your Venus, your Jupiter, and your Lilith are important when watching love readings, okay? I lost sight of what was important in our connection. I'm afraid you'll forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, they don't know how long this dark night of the soul is going to last. So it's like they're in this maybe bit of a panic. And they might be trying to rush their healing so they can get to you, so they can come in. But they're afraid if they actually just move through the healing process based off divine timing, that by that point, by the time they're actually ready to harvest this relationship with you and cultivate it, you'll be moved on. You'll be in another dynamic. It might be too late. That's what they fear, okay? I just want to hear your voice at the bottom. Okay, I'm taking the time to find myself again. What do they want to say about that? Yeah, I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. I do think for some of y'all, this is their third parties are throwing you in their face, like, haha, you messed it up, like that. Like, yeah, it's kind of like thank you, divine. Masks are falling off for somebody here, because this could be for a multitude of y'all that have masculines going through this, or feminines in masculine energy. Take it as it resonates, okay? But it's like somebody's like, haha, we made you miss, kind of a vibe, taunting somebody. I felt that taunting. You're the only one I see, yeah. But I really do think that could also be pissing off these third parties. Like this person maybe has gone cold on them, or again had those tough conversations, and let them know that, oh, I'm only focused on Pisces, Aries, which again, not always the smartest thing when you're dealing with people who are unhinged or not grounded in themselves, who are insecure. Like, insecurity makes people do crazy ass things. Okay, so I'm praying for your protection here, Pisces, Aries, against all of this drama, but you are protected. We saw the white butterfly again. And then maybe look into that symbolism. You might see a white butterfly to remind you of your protection from your angels and ancestors here. Okay. But you are the one that this person is fantasizing about having this harvest with. So again, don't be shocked if they pop up in your dreams or anybody connected to them pops up in their dreams, because they are going through an energetic shift. And there might be people, family and friends, or these, you know, friends with benefits type of situations that know the energy shift is because of you. Okay. Take it as it resonates. Y'all know that. Let me know your thoughts about how this resonates with you and your love life, or something that might happen for you in the comments down below whenever you do tune into this. I thank y'all and I love you so very much, and I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.